Cam, we're live.
We're live right now? Hello, and welcome back to the final episode of The Real Deal. That's right, we are finally here, episode 5. As you know, this is a show put together by college students for college students. And since it is our last show, and because all of you at home are so awesome, we decided to add a bonus segment.
You're absolutely right, Cam. It feels weird to say this, but this is the last episode at The Real Deal. We've already had some great episodes this season, so we hope to end on a high note. Once again, if you have watched the show 1 or even 10 times, we truly appreciate it, and we thank each and every one of you. While some weeks went smoother than others, we wouldn't change it for anything, and we are glad that you're all here for episode 5.
Filming for this episode had a different feeling to it, not only because it is our last episode, but because we really started to get the hang of putting together a show, and now it's sadly over. But on the bright side, the weather has been cooperating a little bit, so we decided to film our segments outside and take in the fresh air. We've had some pretty hilarious questions put together for you folks at home, so get ready, and if you aren't laughing hard enough during our trivia segments, the bloopers are sure to do the trick.
What a great week of filming it was, and I think it was because of the creative answers we got from the Would You Rather segment. We were a little worried that people would be afraid to answer some of the questions at first, but everyone was a good sport. Plus free candy, remember? In episode 5, we've kept it classic by starting it off with our wrong or real segment. Students will be given interesting facts that must be decided whether they are completely wrong or if they're crazy enough to be real. Would You Rather is just as it sounds, choose between a couple options and explain your reasoning. Then in our second half of our show, we'll start with our handcrafted video projects, and finally we'll end with a blooper reel of some of our best moments on and off the set.
In the last episode, we talked about how time was flying by and May being right around the corner. Well, now we're here. The summer is upon us, and that means graduation is quickly approaching. So congrats to all the upcoming graduates, and good luck in everything you do. I'll be graduating this month, so I'm going to try and cherish these last few weeks on campus as much as I can.
I think it's time we get this thing going. The final episode of The Real Deal is coming your way. So sit back, relax, and keep your eyes on these two handsome faces. Up first is Wrong or Real, but before the trivia, here's your forecast for the week.
At the University Bookstore, we have an excellent selection of competitively priced books and classroom necessities for students. We have Warhawk gear ranging from athletic apparel to comfy sweatshirts the whole family can enjoy. The textbook rental service is also available for students to check out their required readings for class. You can also find and order books, apparel, and gift items from our online catalog, located at UWWhitewaterbookstore.com. The University Bookstore. We provide for your college experiences.
What does it mean to be a Warhawk?
It means allowing myself to dream big and think outside the box.
Pushing the limits of what I think is possible.
Seeing ideas through from start to finish.
Collaborating with professors and peers.
And seizing opportunities in the community to put my knowledge to use.
I'm studying abroad,
learning another language,
and listening to the stories of others.
I'm making lifelong friends and fearlessly sharing my gifts with the world.
As a Warhawk, I stay balanced,
take great care of myself,
and get out of my comfort zone.
I refuse to let the past determine my future.
And I'm taking confident steps in the direction of my dreams.
Sometimes it doesn't make sense.
And other times it couldn't be more exciting.
But I will keep my goals in mind
and never quit.
Because
that's the Warhawk way.
Video One Media Services provides accomplished students the opportunity to enhance their college experience by working with real-world clients. In addition, we provide clients local and affordable video options to better enhance their media needs. For more information on how Video One Media Services can help you with your next media project, email or call our office at 262-472-5659.
Are you bored on campus? Then come down to Warhawk Alley in the University Center. We have everything you need to take a break from your studies and have a great time. So come blow off some steam with our air hockey, darts, foosball, video games, 8 top-of-the-line Brunswick pool tables, and our 10-lane bowling alley. We have nightly specials, blacklight bowling, tournaments, and tons of chances to win prizes. For more information or to set up a reservation, call Warhawk Alley at 262-472-5681.
The University Center at UW-Whitewater is here to enhance the campus experience.
Today, we're going to find out how the UC gets you connected.
The UC gets me connected by providing a great place for me to study.
UC really gets me connected through the different offerings it has between the Warhawk Connection Center, so Impact, SAO.
The UC gets me connected by giving me a great place to socialize with friends.
UC gets me connected by meeting new people, playing pool, bowling.
The UC gets me connected by providing us with charging stations for our phones.
The UC gets me connected thanks to all the wonderful food selections.
Gets me connected to my next meal.
I come to the UC to meet with Spanish Club.
I come to the UC because it's a great place to study.
I come to the UC to get some homework done. My fraternity is always sitting here and they help me and support me to make sure my grades are as high as they can be.
I come to the UC to meet with student orgs. Remember, Warhawks, the UC is here to get you connected.
This segment needs no introduction. Wrong or Real is the bread and butter of the show and always has been one of my favorites.
Did you know that Maine is the closest state to Africa?
Alright, so, see how many Mariah knows. So most ink used for tattoos is derived from grape juice. Wrong or real?
That sounds wrong.
Why does it sound wrong?
Why would you use grape juice?
Yeah, okay, that is wrong. She's right.
You cannot legally put a satellite dish on the roof of a residential home in Missouri. Wrong or real?
Oh man. Let me tell you, I am not an expert in Missouri law. But if I had to guess, it sounds real.
It sounds real. It's actually wrong. Yep. It sounds real.
November 8th falls on a Thursday every other year.
Wrong.
Why is that wrong?
Because doesn't it change? It goes Thursday, Friday, Saturday, every single year, goes throughout the week?
No, it's incorrect. It's actually real. No, I'm kidding. It's wrong. No, you're right.
Stop doing that.
Some insects in Korea have acid blood that can burn metal.
Oh yeah, that's gotta be real. Insects are just freaky, dude.
That's gotta be real. Final answer.
Real. 100%.
I got him. It's wrong.
Is it?
It is.
I've gotten all of these wrong. All right.
I got that
fine.
from the Predator movie, if you remember.
That's good.
Creative,
That's good.
right?
I like it.
And I thought maybe, I don't know anything about Korea, so I thought it was a perfect time to put one in there.
That's a good one. I'll give you that.
All right, let's give him one more piece of candy for trying, eh?
I'm glad we got the film outside finally too.
Yep, we had some nice weather. Yeah. There was no snow.
I mean, it did snow a couple times in April.
Yeah, and it was getting colder as we were filming and as we got done, but yeah.
And then another thing that surprised me was the tattoo ink being derived from grape juice.
Yeah, grape juice.
I have a lot of tattoos.
There we go. Ooh.
But I feel like that's something that I should know, having tattoos. But it sounds so crazy that it could be real.
Because it's dark enough. Grapes, purple grapes, grape juice. It's dark enough. It almost sounds like it could be right. And I stumped you on that one, so that's why I know it was a good.
I feel like compared to the first episode, Cameron has definitely upped his game finding these questions. He definitely stumped a lot of people.
Yeah. Well, you were talking smack the first episode, and they were too easy, right?
I was talking a little bit of smack. I almost wish we thought of this segment a little sooner because everyone just seemed to love it. It takes some real thinking for these scenarios, and some of our students got pretty creative.
Think hard, but not too hard. What would you rather do? Would you rather have a dog or a cat?
Easy. Cat.
Oh!
Yeah, I'm a cat person.
I figured you for a dog guy. Do you have any cats or dogs at home?
Not yet, but I will be having one very soon, actually.
I'm a cat guy too. I love cats, man.
Would you rather go to jail for 4 years for something you didn't do, or get away with something horrible you did but always live in fear of being caught?
Live in fear of being caught.
Why? What's the reason behind that answer?
I don't want to go to jail for 4 years for something I didn't do.
That is a long time. You have no faith in our legal system?
No.
Would you rather travel for 5 years in an RV or travel for 5 years in a sailboat?
That's a tough one because I've done a little bit of both. Never 5 years, that's a lot, but like...
You've sailed before?
Yeah. Yeah. I'd have to go with the sailboat one. Ever since I saw Pirates of the Caribbean, you know, you gotta get that pirate life.
Absolutely. I haven't gone on a sailboat, but I did take I've gone on boats and a nice little ferry ride every here and there, but I'm not sure that I could last 5 years in the water, on the water.
That's true.
You can't get out and run anywhere really, stretch except for on the boat.
Yeah.
You could, unless you're in an ocean with if you're not worried about sharks. You're a bad mamma jamma? Is that what you're gonna say?
All right, so would you rather lose all of your money and valuables, or lose all the pictures you've ever taken?
I mean, you could argue that pictures are valuables, but I would go with money. I would rather lose all my money.
Yeah, I'm the same exact way.
Yeah.
You have a picture, help you jog memories that maybe you forgot, or 100% agree.
So being an electronic media major, taking a lot of video, a lot of pictures, this one was really hard for me. The question about either losing all your pictures or all your valuables.
Yeah.
What about you? What do you think you'd rather?
Man, that is a tough one. I've thought about it a lot, and I would say, I could take more pictures.
I like to take a lot of pictures, a lot of videos, so I feel like it's almost like a double-edged sword, because for me, pictures are valuables.
Yeah.
So
and you always have your camera.
Yeah,
so.
I always got my camera, always got my phone, so it's really hard for me to decide between the two. So.
And I would say, as far as the contestants go, it was pretty split.
Yeah.
A lot of people felt like they couldn't give up their valuables. They had a couple things that got passed down, and others were like, "Oh no, I've got pictures, way too many pictures, stored in the iCloud somewhere. I can't lose that."
Yeah.
It
is time to display our wonderful video projects, and I feel like you usually go seconds. How about you go first this time?
Swell idea, Colin. If you've ever wondered how you can get involved outside of campus and make a difference in someone's life, then Fairhaven Senior Services is looking for you. There's always something going on at Fairhaven, and this time it was an appreciation dinner for the many UW-Whitewater students and staff who have helped out this year. Check it out. There is no better feeling than brightening someone's day. Well, at Fairhaven Senior Services, every day is an opportunity to make new memories, including the appreciation lunch. This isn't your average senior center, though. The residents at Fairhaven make a point to connect with the students and staff from UW-Whitewater. With the spring semester coming to an end, one of the last events of the year is an appreciation lunch put together by the residents for the students, groups, teams, and staff who have been to Fairhaven this past year. As Brian put it, the lunch is a time to reminisce on memories made and enjoy one last meal before the summer arrives.
It's just kind of wrapping up the school year. Obviously, I know that we can't invite every single student that has been a part of here. It's something that we wish more people would do because there's a lot of lessons that can be given on both ends.
There are many different activities to be a part of with the residents at Fairhaven, like rock coloring, bingo, and much more. The appreciation lunch is a great way to show the students, athletes, and coaches how much the residents at Fairhaven appreciate their company and taking time out of their busy schedules to have some fun. The women's volleyball team has already made countless memories with the residents of Fairhaven over the last few years. So what is it that keeps them coming back?
We try and visit at least once a month throughout the entire school year. A lot of the girls have developed really close relationships with some of the residents here. Even some of them came to our banquet.
As you can imagine, the residents like to get out of their buildings every once in a while too.
Really, the most rewarding to us is when we have the privilege of going over to the university and having some entertainment. It's such a pleasure knowing that there's a lot of activities going on. So we have to really plan.
The food was warm, the drinks were cold, and the music was great at the appreciation lunch. After talking with some great people all afternoon, I now know why they have so many visitors every week. Reporting from the Fairhaven Senior Services in Whitewater, with UWW-TV, I'm Cameron Slade.
So on our last episode, I was at Fairhaven and I talked to Brian a lot about volunteering, interning, just kind of generally how people can get involved with Fairhaven. And you talked to Brian when you went to the luncheon, so how was that?
Yeah, it was awesome. Brian's a really nice guy. He does a great job of getting the community together and kind of mixing two different age groups, you know what I mean? But he does it so well. And at the luncheon, there was the UW volleyball team, football team, rugby team. There was a chorus group that was there, so there were a bunch of groups of different people there, different backgrounds, and everybody had a good time. That leaves one more video project. Here's an interesting fact. Did you know May is Asian Heritage Month? Let's hear what the UWW Southeast Asian Organization did to celebrate. Sharita has more on the story.
If you weren't at the Staring Community Center April 25th around 5:30 p.m., then you were missing out on some amazing traditional Asian dishes served by UW-Whitewater's Southeast Asian Organization, also known as SAO. And what better way to pair delicious food with the word free? From Cambodia to Korea and many more, Taste of Asia gives you the opportunity to try it all. Brandon Bleesner, a senior at Whitewater and the activities coordinator of SAO, shares what he's brought to the table.
What I prepared today is called chicken adobo, and it's a very, very popular dish in the Philippines. Now, if you want to take a look inside here, it looks like a soup, but there are chunks of chicken that has just been sitting in soy sauce, white vinegar.
The purpose is to celebrate Asian Heritage Awareness Month. Although its official month is May, SAO celebrates it a month earlier when everyone's still on campus. Taste of Asia is the last event in April, while Culture Show, an event showcasing the arts, stories, and traditional clothing, happened 2 weeks earlier. Ho Yang, SAO's vice president, speaks of the importance of Taste of Asia.
So this is just one way and one step for the community to come in and try out our authentic food and making sure that they enjoy it and just help us be known around the community. Everything that we do here as Southeast Asian Organization is for the community and just bring Asian awareness for the community.
The turnout for this event was amazing. Not a lot of people came in the past, so servings were only expected to be around 30 people. This time, well over the expected number showed up, causing many of the dishes to become emptied out fast.
I'm kind of surprised that it turned out how it was. There's a lot of people that came, of course, for the food, but coming out and supporting us, that definitely means a lot. I made sushi. It was a little difficult. I wish I made more because we did run out really quick.
This was an honorable accomplishment for SAO, as it only means one thing: more food for next year. Now comes the biggest question. Has this event served its purpose? Let's hear it from the people.
I thought this was fantastic. I'm always all about, campus spreading culture awareness.
Just being able to walk in and learn about a different culture. I mean, one of the many amazing ways to do that is by sharing the different dishes. I feel like it's definitely one of the best ways to bring everyone together and to show, just the diversity of everything.
SAO's been really busy in April, trying their best to spread awareness. They hope to continue growing and improving their efforts, all to honor who they are and educate everyone of their cultures.
Shout out to SAO for putting their time and commitment to making these events happen. Shout out to the executive board and just shout out to the community for coming out and just enjoying our events. We encourage everyone to just continue to keep supporting us, and we'll do our best to satisfy you guys. Thank you.
At Staring Community Center, my name is Sharita Tao, reporting on UWW-TV News.
Yeah, so interesting enough, Asian Heritage Month is in May. I guess the UWW Southeast Asian Organization wanted to push it to April. That way all the students can get involved. We've got finals in May and all that good stuff. This was a way that people in the organization can kind of cook up awesome meals that you would have never tried before unless you went to this little event.
And we were talking to Sharita before this, and she did say that the people that did attend said that it was a good way to share and kind of give the culture out to people in the community. So.
Let's take a few minutes for our last commercial break, and when we come back, it's time for some bloopers.
What does it mean to be a Warhawk?
It means allowing myself to dream big and think outside the box.
Pushing the limits of what I think is possible.
Seeing ideas through from start to finish.
Collaborating with professors and peers.
And seizing opportunities in the community to put my knowledge to use.
I'm studying abroad,
learning another language,
and listening to the stories of others.
I'm making lifelong friends and fearlessly sharing my gifts with the world.
As a Warhawk, I stay balanced,
take great care of myself,
and get out of my comfort zone.
I refuse to let the past determine my future.
And I'm taking confident steps in the direction of my dreams.
Sometimes it doesn't make sense.
And other times it couldn't be more exciting.
but I will keep my goals in mind
and never quit.
Because
That's the Warhawk way.
At the University Bookstore, we have an excellent selection of competitively priced books and classroom necessities for students. We have Warhawk gear ranging from athletic apparel to comfy sweatshirts the whole family can enjoy. The textbook rental service is also available for students to check out their required readings for class. You can also find and order books, apparel, and gift items from our online catalog, located at UWWhitewaterbookstore.com. The University Bookstore. We provide for your college experiences.
Whether you live on campus or commute, University of Wisconsin-Whitewater's 13 dining locations offer many benefits while working for dining services. From meal prepping, catering events, to working alongside others, dining service is flexible with hours, customer focus, and offers management advancement. University of Wisconsin-Whitewater's dining services, where coworkers learn to work together in a friendly environment. To work for dining services, contact campus-dining.com/UWW or stop by one of the 13 locations to get your application today.
Are you bored on campus? Then come down to Warhawk Alley in the University Center. We have everything you need to take a break from your studies and have a great time. So come blow off some steam with our air hockey, darts, foosball, video games, 8 top-of-the-line Brunswick pool tables, and our 10-lane bowling alley. We have nightly specials, blacklight bowling, tournaments, and tons of chances to win prizes. For more information or to set up a reservation, call Warhawk Alley at 262-472-5681.
As promised, a whole segment of bloopers. While these episodes are complete masterpieces every week, we are still here when these things happen and we just can't keep it together. Whether we hear a funny answer from a student or when I have a hard time speaking English, the camera is always rolling, and I am forever grateful because we caught some pretty hilarious moments.
We were thinking about adding a blooper segment after the first show because we were cracking up the whole entire time filming, so I knew this was going to be a good idea. Roll the clip.
Well, Cameron, I think it's a time to do okay. For the second half of our show, we thought we would introduce some video projects that our Real Deal team has put together. I think we should, I looked at the wrong camera. Dude, I'd flip that like a burger.
Flip it like a switch.
I'd flip it like
my finger. Hello.
And we did not disappoint. So get ready to sing along some classics and take a trip back to those middle school classes. So the second half of our show is dedicated to our handcrafted video packages that we put together, everyone at The Real Deal. I messed up that line. Wrong or Real is so fun to film. There's so much. You can you restart that real quick? That is the first time we've heard this issue on the show, and I think to hit me the hard most.
Try to say that again.
It hit me the hard most. It hit me hard most.
It hit me
What?
The hardest. Say that.
Well, it hit me the hardest.
Yeah.
You know what? I'll go first. It's been too long since you've seen my package, so it feels weird to say this, but it is the last episode for us at The Real Deal. You are absolutely right, Cam. It feels weird to say it, but this is our last episode for us at The Real Deal. We've already had some great episodes this season, so did I mess that up again? For Hear Us. It is time to display our wonderful video packages. I feel like you... It is time to display our wonderful video packages. I feel like it's time... Dude, I said packages.
You did.
I think it's time to It's time to display our wonderful video projects, and I feel like you should go second, so how about you go first this time?
Swell idea, Colin.
I was gonna say, you put a lot of emphasis, like, this time we're gonna look at our projects.
Check it out. May is Asian. Restart.
And I have a hard time speaking English, just kidding. The camera is always rolling, and I am forever grateful.
For show, because we are crapping.
Times, but we can't keep it together. I really like how a lot of our segments include a lot of our bloopers. So, I mean, that just kind of adds to our comedic type show, and a lot of our bloopers are from the studio, as you guys just saw.
Yeah, I knew that we were gonna have to have some from the studio because this is when, you know, we kind of are trying to feel each other out and get on the same page and read off of a script, so that part's kind of funny. And then, yeah, like you said, in our episodes, those are pretty much bloopers anyways. So those were the real live bloopers.
I don't think people realize that a lot of the time, that first little section that we have before our weather literally takes like 10, 15, 20 minutes sometimes just to record.
We knew we had to have bloopers, but I don't think we were supposed to have this many.
This was my first production at Whitewater, and I had a blast. And so I'm really glad that I got to have my first production be with him, and I think overall it was a success.
Yeah,
you did 5 episodes.
You did very well, man. I thought when we first got together, you know, we were taking this class, and it was only 3 of us, Colin, myself, and Sharita, and we have to do all this on our own, you know. So it was a lot of work, but we definitely picked a good group, and yeah, I think this is my 3rd production with UWW-TV. So, well, folks, that's it. That's all we got for you in episode 5. It definitely went by way too fast, but we had so many laughs and made so many new friends. I couldn't be more grateful for this show and everyone involved.
Thank you to all of the awesome help we've gotten from the practicum students and our awesome director, Sharita, who is a video guru. You can tune into The Real Deal every Tuesday and Thursday night from 6 to 6:30 p.m. and 8 to 8:30 p.m. on UWW-TV. For one last time, I'm Colin Dume.
And I'm Cameron Slate.
Keep it real.